providing unique perspectives on civil preparedness and emergency response. This is Mitigation Journal, the All Hazards podcast.
Hello and welcome to Mitigation Journal, the All Hazards podcast. My name is Rick Rosati, and today I want to talk a little bit about our reaction to cold, how the body responds to cold environments. I think there are 5 major effects of cold that we need to keep in mind: vasoconstriction, tachycardia, tachypnea, bronchospasm, and dehydration. I think that those 5 things are the building blocks of system failure caused by cold environmental conditions, and they stress even the healthiest body. Cold conditions don't have to be extreme either to cause problems. Seasonal environmental changes, those that we expect every year, are enough to trigger those big 5 major effects on the body. Now, even mild decreases in temperature can cause increased losses through radiation and conduction. Losses through radiation and conduction increase 25 to 30 times when the body is in contact with wet or cold surfaces. Any condition or disease that involves vasoconstriction, respiratory or neurologic impairment places a person at increased risk. In general, increased risk of cold exposure increases with an age less than 1 year, circulatory, vascular, or neurologic impairment, Raynaud's disease, alcohol, tobacco, caffeine, and energy drink use, trauma or hypoglycemia, or prior injury. Those are things that place people at increased risk during colder periods. Now, better health usually means better performance, but during cold periods, mental capacity decreases, which can lead to increased injury risk, accidents, and errors. While often considered a problem during the hot summer months, dehydration is a major threat during cold periods. Evaporation, sometimes referred to as insensible losses, increase with cold atmospheric conditions. Respiratory moisture losses result in large amounts of fluid loss through evaporation. Now, these respiratory or evaporation losses increase dramatically in cold environments as the moisture in exhaled breath increases. Dehydration is more prevalent with excessive use of caffeine or alcohol. And prolonged exposure to cold and dehydration are 2 important variables that need to be evaluated for risk of hypothermia. Environmental exposure to cold is also linked to decreased mental capacity. Reduced mental endurance has been shown to increase the risk of errors and accidents. Responders should be taking this into account when operating for even short periods of time in cold environments. Further, the physical discomfort associated with exposure to cold, even for brief periods, may contribute to decreased mental alertness. Additionally, there is an increased risk of physical injury when operating in a cold environment. Joints, muscles become stiff, and our strength decreases. These factors lead to sprains and strains, as well as muscular microtrauma and acute injury. These effects can be seen in the well-conditioned individual as well as those that are not in such good physical condition. There are a couple factors that we need to keep in mind to keep ourselves warm and healthy when working in cold environments. Some of these factors in remaining warm include good nutrition, good hydration, good glycogen stores, as well as physical reserves and physical fitness. Those are some really important things that we have to keep in mind when working in cold environments. I'm Rick Rosati. Thanks for watching mitigationjournal.org.